Women are so desperate they are now looking for husbands in Whole Foods. Seems like these ladies are looking for beef in all the wrong places. I got a banger from Cosmic first. Let's get straight into it.
The next time that we decide to go to Whole Foods looking like gremlins, can the hot man at Whole Foods
I don't think the makeup's going to change you looking like a gremlin.
show up? Please. Like, if I would have known the cuties would have been out, I would have put on some makeup and not look so scary.
This is a PSA for all of my single Portland, Maine girlies. If you're not the single Portland, Maine girlies, just scroll on. You know that all the hot guys are hanging out at Whole Foods, right? Like, literally all the hot guys.
Yeah, dudes are just hanging out in droves at Whole Foods. No, they're not.
You're a liar!
That's where they are. See, I have been married for almost 3 years and in a relationship.
Then why would you know where the guys are hanging out then? You're married. You got a whole man.
For basically 10 years, so I'm not scooping them up, but I think you should get over there if you're single. 90% of the trips I go there, no matter the time of year, I see at least one very good looking guy. I have no way of knowing if they're single or in a relationship, of course, but I think you should get over there. If you feel like you've looked everywhere, just trust me, get over there.
Apparently,
here's the thing, though. You ladies can go over there all you want, but y'all are going to have to start shooting your shot. You're not going to be able to just have these guys approach you and be like, oh my God, I saw you, shopping for cucumbers. What do you need, baby? Like, it's not going to happen like that. You ladies are going to have to start shooting your shot. And I think that's the shift. That's the tectonic shift we need to see in the dating market, is women being a little bit more humble and shooting their shot to men.
Okay, ladies, I think I cracked the code on where to find really hot guys. I was doing a Sunday reset because that's what everybody here does. And Whole Foods, they were everywhere. And I literally was shopping and I was like, oh my God. Like, should I come here on Sundays more often? Specifically, if you're from Boston, Whole Foods Ink Block was chef kiss. Bonus, I'm 5'2", so I can't reach anything. And Avi, the Olipop, was the top shelf. I could not reach it, so I had to ask a very nice tall man. And he was cute. I'm getting a nice laugh about it. So if you're short, definitely go there. But if you're not, also go there too, obviously.
Men are fucking done. And at the same time, women at home are saying, where are all the good men? All the good men were ruined by plenty of women. They had money taken from them. They had their finances fucking crumble because of some women. They had their children taken away from them. They lost jobs. They tried to give and give and give all the fucking time. And all these women did was belittle them, disrespect them, mental abuse, physical abuse. There was so much abuse involved now that the good men are fucking done. They're not gonna...
Hey, shout out to her. I like this chick. I love it when women speak up for men, because there's not a ton of them. And you got Emily King, Lady J, like Pearl, you know what I mean? Like, it's good to see women speaking up for men, because it's rough out there for guys.
Whole Foods in the marina. And
this woman
really
looked like a whole eggplant.
Day.
She looks like a whole eggplant. I hope she's not like, where are all the hot guys at?
And I saw a really cute guy. It's Memorial Day. So whatever day that is. It is 12/13. And there was a really cute guy in here with like this gray big dog with like a pink army vest. And my friends are making fun of me. And
as they should.
He had a skateboard and he was getting milk. And I was too busy talking to my niece to realize that he was cute. And so I was just wondering if anyone possibly knew who that was, if they could tag him.
You stupid.
How dumb you gotta be, bro. Go approach him. Go talk to him. People are relying on the internet way too much. Does anybody know who this guy is? Does anybody have an idea? Lady, he's a random dude with a dog. What do I look like? Carmen Sandiego? What's her name? Well, invest in, Inspector Gadget? You expect me to just go find this guy? Good Lord.
It's a little bit concerning because I keep seeing girls posting videos of guys saying, oh, can you please Venmo me for the date last night? Or can you please send me money for what
it's giving broke.
We did last week? Like, please. And like these dates that they're going on where they're paying like half the bill. Like, actually, I thought that this was a joke, but it's not a joke. I don't know where you guys are finding these guys. Like, even my guy friends will pay for me. Like
because they're simps. They think they're going to beat your cheeks and bust your guts and realign your spine. They're paying because they think there's potential. And this is another huge red flag here. Why do you have guy friends? Why are you putting them in the friend zone? You know these guys want to blow your back out. What are you talking about? These guys, their dads might as well be chiropractors with how much they want to realign your spine.
Guy friends that I've been friends with for over 10 years that there's never been anything romantic will pay for me.
You're a liar!
Will send me an Uber. Like, I don't...
Yeah, because they're on deck dudes, they're orbiters, oh my God, how can she not realize that? These guys are paying for you because they feel like they can bust your cheeks one day when you're sad and you're like, Jason's just not paying attention to me enough. And they feel like they can swoop in like Superman, spread your cheeks, like Moses did the Red Sea, and blow your back out. That's what they want to do. I mean, am I wrong, chat? Chat, put one in the chat if you agree. Am I way off base here? I feel like I'm hitting the nail on the head.
I don't know, like, when the girls go out with the guys always pay. I don't know where these guys are coming from. But, like, if you need to meet, like, quality guys, let me know. I have a lot of single friends that want to get married that will spoil you.
Whatever happened?
Bro, this is some of the worst advice I've ever seen. I have a lot of single guy friends. Don't you think that's a little bit of a red flag there, honey? Don't you think that's a little bit of a red flag there? I mean, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
I just left Whole Foods to get a cake for a friend's birthday, and I'm walking around and I'm noticing there is so many fine men up in Whole Foods. I'm like, who would have thought? Who would have thought Whole Foods was like the go-to place for the fine men, you know? And it's a different type of guy. You know, he's there on his lunch break. It's, you know, Friday afternoon, and he wants to eat a certain kind of food in a certain kind of grocery store. Clearly, he got some money because Whole Foods ain't cheap. Yeah, who would have thought? So guess what? Guess who about to be in Whole Foods more often? Your girl, you know.
What I don't think these women realize, though, is that the men that shop at Whole Foods and have the money to, they have standards. And they're probably very secure in who they are, and that's why they're single. It's because they're not willing to put up with the tomfoolery of the typical modern woman in the dating market. These women need to realize this. More than likely, these guys are out of your league. Shots fired! You don't qualify. Think about it. If this guy's so good looking and he's shopping at Whole Foods and he doesn't have a chick yet, more than likely he's picky. He's picky, therefore he doesn't have a woman yet. You think him going to Whole Foods is just a sign that he's single and looking for you? Newsflash, it's probably not going to happen, baby girl. It's not going to happen. These men are going out there, they probably have standards, they have money at least, because, yeah, Whole Foods is expensive. It's like a freaking bottle of olive oil is like $15. But these women need to realize also they need to shoot their shot if they want a guy like this. This is why I always say men are the prize. Men are the prize. Because us as men, we have to have so many things to bring to the table when it comes to just in the beginning of the relationship. We have to have money, we have to have status, we have to have looks, we have to have some sort of clout, we have to be socially accepted, we have to dress well, look good. Ladies, y'all just think you just get to be yourselves. Isn't that crazy? Oh, I'm just me. Just little old me. Just a girl. Just a girly. You're 28 and you have rent. You're not just a girly, you're an adult. Stop doing this whole girly thing. I can't stand that. Oh, I'm just a little girl. I'm just a girly. You're a grown woman. Stop it. Just, like, you're grown and you're just childish. Just say that. Ain't that right, Loki? I've fallen at work and been injured. Oh, wait. I should call my lawyer.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan.
Hey, John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. It's Levi Nichs of YouTube. Can I get some cash, please?
Morgan & 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 Morgan.
Did you know that your injury could be worth millions of dollars? Morgan & Morgan is the largest injury law firm in America, and they've recovered over $20 billion for their clients. $20 billion? That's a lot of cash. The insurance companies tried to lowball me, but Morgan & Morgan was able to take my pain and suffering and turn it into cold, hard cash. It's almost a good thing I was injured. But wait. How much is Morgan & Morgan gonna cost me? You never owe them legal fees unless they're successful. So it's completely free unless you win? Yeah. Hiring a lawyer? That sounds like really difficult. It's actually super easy. You can just go to their website, and in a couple clicks, you can find out if you have a case. And you can literally do it from your smartphone. And remember, there is only one Morgan & Morgan. Wait, but it's two names though. How is it? Give me the script. Oh, both their last names. Okay, I get it. Okay, roll it. You can start your claim today by going to forthepeople.com/Levi. found in the description below. So if you're injured, you can trust Morgan & Morgan. Y'all know what time it is. Can I get some freeze in the chat for flavor? Loki. Free. Good boy. Went on a nice long walk this morning. He's super tired. I don't know about you guys, but the weather here in Texas has been straight up bipolar. Straight up bipolar. Rain one day, sunny, hot one day. Like, we wake up in the morning, it's 75 degrees. By noon, it's 95 degrees. I'm like, why? Can't we just have some consistency? Let me know in the comments right now, what's y'all's favorite temperature? Do y'all like 70s, mid 80s? Like, what do y'all like? For me, like low 80s, high 70s is perfect because you can go out, wear shorts. You don't have to, you know, I mean, you don't have to wear a jacket or anything like that. So that's kind of my perfect temperature. Like, if I could have 80 to 82, ooh, because you could wear nicer things, but like 70 when the sun goes down, it gets like a little chilly. Somebody making chili? Let's get back into this.
Universal issue I think most women are going through right now is that men have stopped asking women out. However, I'm going to speak from my own experience.
Yeah, oh my lord. I'm going to speak from my own experience. Honey, I'm just going to keep it a thou wow. It doesn't look like a lot of men are probably approaching you. You're not much to look at.
As a heterosexual woman. So I thought it was a me issue that I was never getting asked out. Like, I've never been asked out in any other situation but a club. I thought that was me. I thought I was either just like not attractive enough or just gay.
I mean, yes, correct. Shots fired! You're just regular, everyday, mundane, run-of-the-mill, you know, a face only a mother could love.
The vibe of like, do not speak to me or you're dead. I was listening to a podcast today and a girl was saying how all of her friends that are single have not been asked out. They've always done the asking out. And I think this is just like a thing now. There's this man's TikToks that have been coming up on my For You page quite a lot, and he's like, guys, this is how you ask a girl out. And he's in London and he's just going up to girls and he's going like, oh, like, I really like your outfit. Are you single? Do you want my number? Let's go for a coffee. As simple as that. Like, literally, so like
No, here's the thing. She makes it seem like it's just all sunshine and rainbows, and it's just so easy. Hey, I like your outfit. You single? You want to go out for a coffee? No.
How about no?
Chat, how many of you guys have approached a woman before and it's just that easy? Bro, no, it's not like that at all. It's not like that at all. You women are savages. Y'all will be so rude to a man. You'll look at a man and just go, ew, or no, or completely ignore him. Like, now I'm not saying every guy has the best game out there, but these women out here that are so disillusioned from the actual reality of what it's like to approach someone and cold approach someone, especially when you've probably never done it.
Shots fired!
How do you know what it's like when you've never done it, stupid?
You stupid.
Never approached anybody in her freaking life. Talking about, well, all you gotta do is all you gotta do is say, I really like your outfit. That's all you have to do. No, dude, it's so much more difficult than that. And a lot of times, ladies are going to next you anyways. What's her name? God, I always forget her name. She became a man. It was a feminist woman that became a man. And she talked about how mean women are and how ruthless they are. They're savages. Super rude when it comes to approaching them, especially on a cold approach. So this woman right here is speaking from 0% percentage of experience fat here.
Nice, kind, considerate, respectful, not screaming at them from across the street, catcalling them, not getting offended if they say no. And all of the comments shocked me. All of these guys are like, I never knew that's how you asked a girl out. I didn't know you asked girls out like that. Like, oh, I'm going to use this now. Like, I'm so scared of asking girls out. I didn't know this was a thing. And it's making me realise that I do generally just think men aren't asking women out anymore. And women, because of the way my generation have been brought up, is that you don't ask a guy out. That looks so desperate. We have no other choice. We literally have no other choice. To be fair, I haven't asked.
This is why I always say, bro, you got to know where you're at, what league you're shooting in. Baby girl, you're just not her.
Shots fired!
If you're a 10 out of 10, you're an 8, 9, or 10, more than likely guys are going to just approach you. You got to start reading the room after a bit. If men are just not approaching you, probably you should realize that you're not her and that you need to step it up and maybe approach. I think there's a very high success rate for women that approach men. Chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. I think the success rate for women that approach men is pretty high. Maybe you will get some rejection, but I think if you ask 10 guys and you actually try to have a genuine conversation with them, I bet 8 out of 10 girls when they approach a guy will get at least his number. Do you think those numbers are the same for men that approach women? No.
How about no?
It's not gonna. You think 8 out of 10 girls you're gonna approach? You got to be 6 foot. You got to look good, smell good. Like, bro, no. There's too many factors that men don't have control over, like your height. You could be buff and short, and girls are like, ew, he's a short king. It just doesn't. It doesn't happen. And the thing is, men bring things to the table where women think they are the table. That insinuation means that you have nothing on the table. Men bring everything to it, so you are valueless in that regard. Now, back in the day, maybe it was different, but nowadays, no. A lot of these women are ran through like a set of stairs.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
You're ran through and you expect me to have chivalry? No. It doesn't work like that, honey. It doesn't work like that. So, ladies, if you want guys in your life and you want a boyfriend, start approaching. Start cold approaching and just try to understand what men are going through. I think if you try to understand what men are going through, you'll realize why you're not getting approached so much. You'll realize why men are so hesitant, because women are rude. I don't know about you guys, but I've cold approached in the past, and sometimes you get shut down, dude. You got to be tactful. You got to be very smart and like not conniving, but you got to have some strategy when it comes to approaching these women. I always went for the casual conversation opener, whether it was a question or just talking about something that was situational. I always went with situational. Oh, did you see so-and-so across the street? Oh, there was this guy that was riding a bike. Did you see him fall off his bike? Dude, there was a guy like almost just got hit on a skateboard. Sometimes I would just lie about a scenario that was happening and they'd be like, oh, no, I didn't see that. And then boom, you just get into a casual conversation. Like if you can get really good at having casual, just situational conversations with people, just strangers, dude, you're already 1 step ahead, 10 steps ahead, honestly, if you can just start doing that. For me, I can go up to a random stranger and have a 30-minute conversation of a fluid conversation back and forth of questions, answers, talking back and forth, getting to know each other very effortlessly. That's a skill that I think most men seem to not try to build, is just having situational, casual conversations. If you can do that, you are so much closer to actually building a relationship with a woman and just building a friendship and just a general bond. Because a lot of guys can't even go up and have a casual conversation. Either they don't want to talk to women, they don't know how to just like talk to somebody in general. A lot of people are introverted these days. And so I think that's a muscle you got to flex. That's a skill you have to work on. It's just casual conversation. So here's my challenge for you guys. You know, we always do a challenge every week. Here's my challenge for you this week. Try to start a random conversation with a stranger every single day this week. Every single day. Random stranger at the grocery store. Just start a conversation with him. Start talking to him a little bit. Hey, what's going on? Or you see him. You say you see him at the grocery store. They're looking for something. It's like, have you seen the pickles? You might even not even be in the aisle for the pickles. Like, are the pickles over here? No, the pickles aren't over here. Oh, okay. Do you shop here a lot? What do you typically like to get here? Like, and it could be something that you're like, I really don't care about this information to know this information, but just strike up that casual conversation so you can flex that muscle. Just like last week we talked about dressing nice. This week, try to work on having casual conversations with people. Am I boring you back there? Try to work on having casual conversations with people just to get better at that skill set.
Anyone out? I've asked for somebody's number once in a club.
That's also so stupid.
You stupid.
You think you're going to find your husband at the club or the bar? No.
As I was leaving. And to be fair, I did get it. But nothing ever come of it. And that's the only time. I, again, would be scared to do that. And when I think about it, I'm like, men, I don't know how your brains works. But I can imagine it's very similar to ours. It's like you're scared that you're either going to get...
No, it's not very similar to yours. Ours are logical, y'all's are emotional. Very different, actually.
...rejected. I also think there's an extra layer now for men if they're worried that if they are a decent guy that they're going to come across as like harassing or like being too sexually inappropriate, which unless you are being sexually inappropriate, it's unlikely that that's going to come across, but I understand why some men over protect women's boundaries, and I think that's incredible and amazing. I do think it's putting this barrier in place of like men aren't asking women out, women aren't asking men out, so unless it's like a very purposeful meet up on a date with a dating app, which we all hate, let's be real, or you're getting introduced by a friend, or you're in a club, which clubs aren't really a thing anymore, like clubs are going bust. How are you supposed to meet people? And that's why so many people my age are single, I think I've said this.
No, I don't buy this at all. I don't buy this one bit, chat. So many people are single because your standards are astronomically high. You're meeting tons of people. If you work corporate, you went to college, you went to high school, you've met a lot of people. You probably have met a lot of people. But you think you're better than everyone that you've met. Therefore, you're like, well, I don't want to date him. He's below me. Women are hypergamous. They're going to go through and pick the winners. Ladies, do you think 10% of the men want 90% of the women? No, they want that reciprocating 10%. They want the hotties too. And 90% of the women go for 10% of the men. 10% of those men have the lay of the land. So if he's good enough for you, he's good enough for a few. Shibananaya should have bought a Honda, put it on a t-shirt. That's what I don't get with these ladies. They think that like, where am I supposed to meet guys? Where? Just where? Here's a challenge for the ladies that watch. And I know we only have like 8%, or no, yeah, I think it's like 8% of my audience is women. So, and shout out to the ladies that do watch. Shout out to Melissa, Bree, Samantha, Rebecca. Sorry if I can't remember the rest of you guys, but I love you guys. You ladies. Anyways, what was I going to say? God, I'm stupid.
You stupid.
Oh, ladies, when you're walking out and about today, or maybe the rest of this week, count and see how many men you actually see out in public, right? Think about it. Count and see. I bet you see, if you're out in public, maybe 10 to 20 people a day. Men. Maybe even more. Think about that. And think about all these guys that they're not good enough for you, or maybe they don't meet your standards. But think also the opposite is true. Think about the guys that are walking past you, and you're invisible to them. You know what I mean? Like, there's an equal and opposite to all this. The ladies being like, I don't meet enough guys. Like, you could meet enough guys. You're in and around enough men where you could go talk to them, but you're just choosing not to because you think you're too good for them. That's the problem. We're not too good for anybody. Everybody here, more than likely, is very average. We're all very average. I consider myself average. Average is, in general, the main populace here is average. There's few exceptional, there's few below average. If average people just started approaching average people again, people would be in relationships. But people don't do that. I don't know. It's truly sad. But Loki, did you have a good time? Aww, he's looking at the camera. He's so cute. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.